Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the benefits appertaining to monetizing your hobbies and your passions. So why is it deemed to be eminently beneficent to monetize your passions and your hobbies? Why is it a worthwhile, meritorious pursuit to monetize your passions and your hobbies? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify the benefits appertaining to monetizing your passions and your hobbies right here, right now. First and foremost, when you monetize your passions and your hobbies, you have unlimited earnings potential. Your earnings potential is limitless. It is unfettered. It is uncapped. Your earnings potential is not tethered by an infinitesimal, measly, non-subsistence wage imposed by an employer when you work as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you have autonomy to monetize your passions and your hobbies and have no income cap, which is truly an extraordinary benefit to reap. Especially since your content can build traction and transcend into becoming viral content at any given moment. When you utilize a global digital distribution power of social media platforms, you're able to reach out to billions of people from around the world simultaneously. And if they choose to consume your content, then the outcome, the results, can culminate in being life-altering, to say the least. You can become a viral sensation overnight. It is viably possible in the digital era. We never want your income to be capped nor tethered to your time. You always want your earnings potential to remain limitless. You should never be stymied nor stifled. You never want to stagnate nor regress. You always want to be able to move your life in a forward-moving trajectory, and you always want to be able to make inroads towards success. You always want to be able to work towards reaching your higher aspirations and work towards attaining your overarching goals. Let's move on. What is another benefit beyond the aforementioned benefit associated with monetizing your passions and your hobbies? Well, it can be highly beneficent to monetize your passions and your hobbies, since doing so can allow you to live a more fulfilling, more meaningful, and more blissful life. If you're going to work for 14 to 18 hours per day strategically hard in an earnest valiant attempt to become profoundly successful as an entrepreneur and attain unprecedented success, you should work in capacities that are befitting for you, that allow you to revel in your passions and hobbies, that allow you to monetize your passions and hobbies, and that allow you to live a more pleasant life. And it can be fulfilling to share your passions and hobbies with people from around the world. It can be fulfilling to turn your passions and your hobbies into a lucrative career that provides far more revenue than you otherwise would receive if you groveled at an employer's feet. There is meaning, there is merit in ushering in joy to people's lives. People love reveling in, watching, entertaining, captivating, enthralling, engrossing, riveting content. They love watching videos about people's passions and hobbies. It is a classic pastime that people love to even reminisce about. What is another benefit appertaining to monetizing your passions and your hobbies? Well, doing so can allow you to alleviate stress. If you relish working, if you're truly infatuated with your work and you derive genuine, bona fide sincere enjoyment from it, if it provides you with some relief, that is eminently beneficent within itself. Because we want to be able to alleviate stress. We want to be able to live blissful lives. We want to be able to be buoyant, gleeful, jubilant, elated, and jovial at all times. We do not want to succumb to drudgery. We do not want to succumb to an unpleasant life. We want to be able to live a stress-free life, and we do not want to be besieged by acute chronic stressors. If you're doing something that you love, then it's very easy to sustain doing it for a prolonged period of time, which is another benefit within itself. If you're monetizing your passions and your hobbies, not only does it help you to alleviate stress by being pursuant of a line of work that you love being pursuant of, but it also allows you to sustain being pursuant of a line of work for a prolonged period of time with relative ease, because you're able to convert your passions and your hobbies into a career, and working becomes all the more seamless, all the less strenuous, all the less debilitating, and actually transforms into something that you love doing. And that should be the overarching goal, to do something that you're passionate about, that allows you to relish doing. And just to recapitulate, the final benefit appertaining to monetizing your passions and your hobbies is that it can not only allow you to sustain working your career for a longer period of time than you otherwise would if you detest and disdained and resented your job, but it can also allow you to meet like-minded people who share similar interests to you, who may also be keen on monetizing their passions and their hobbies, and you can even bequeath insightful, pragmatic, invaluable, practical knowledge to them under your tutelage on how they can monetize their passions and their hobbies. You can create videos, archivable live stream broadcasts, songs, podcast episodes, audiobooks, ebooks, custom-made print-on-demand merchandise, online courses, software applications, mobile games, customizable templates, and photos about your passions and hobbies. And you can leverage the global digital distribution power of social media platforms to disseminate your content about your passions and hobbies to the world. So, monetizing your passions and hobbies is indeed beneficent, especially since it can allow you to transform your life. If you want to be able to upend your life so that you are moving your life in a forward movement trajectory and not succumb into stagnation, and by all means, take heed of monetizing your passions and your hobbies, and do not shirk on doing so. I hope that you deem this video to be insightful and enthralling. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.